Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I created these framed concrete planters. It was so easy and fun to do and I absolutely love the way that they turned out. So I started off by using this really thin dowel stick in order to create the frame. I put all the dimensions in the description box below if you'd like to create one that's the exact same size as mine. So I started off by just measuring out the pieces that I wanted to cut. And since the stick was so thin, all I had to use was a really sharp serrated knife to create a groove around the entire stick, and then I just broke it apart. But if you want to use a stick that's a little bit thicker, then you might have to use some other tools in order to do this. Once I had all my pieces ready, I just sanded them down using 220 grit sandpaper just to create nice smooth edges. So in the end, you're going to end up with 4 long pieces like this and 8 short pieces like this, which you're going to use to create your squares. To create the square, all I did was took a little bit of wood glue, put it on a piece of tissue paper, then I took my pieces, dunked them in that, and just stuck them together to create the squares. I created 2 of these squares in total. I created 2 squares of exactly the same size using those short pieces, and then I used the long pieces to connect them on all 4 of their corners. I just used 2 glasses to lean the squares on just to make it easier to do all the sticking. Once the frame was done, I started on the mold for the concrete block. So I took cardboard and cut 4 rectangles of exactly the same size, and then a square that was the same size as the short end of the rectangle. Then I just stuck all the pieces together using some sellotape in order to create the mold. For the other concrete block that I did, I already had a box that was the perfect size for it, so I decided to use that instead. I decided to use faux plants for this project, but I still wanted it to look really real. So I wanted to create a little indentation in my concrete slab where I could put some stones around the plant to make it look really nice. So all I did is I took inside of a toilet paper and a round piece of cardboard, stuck that together and created a hole in the middle. Then I just mixed up the concrete with some water and pour that into the mold. Make sure to get out all those air bubbles so you get a nice, clean, smooth surface on your concrete slab. Then I just added in that little circular mold that I had to make that indentation, and I stuck the plant through it already. I put a little pencil underneath the plant just to make sure it doesn't get sunk into that concrete. As you can see, this box that I used was not very strong, so I had to just use some glasses on either side of it to create that shape that I really wanted. Once the concrete was all dry, I took it out and I gave it a nice gentle sand. I wanted to create 2 different looks with these planters. So for the first one, I took my matte black spray paint and spray painted the concrete slab black. And for the second one, I spray painted the frame black. Then I just added a couple of stones in there to make it look real, even though it wasn't, and popped that into the frames, and that was it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I hope you're going to create some of these really cute concrete planters yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!